Good day everyone, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet is now out and you can now actually play this latest games into your PC as long as you know where to get the files needed in order to play them, okay? So what you need is to have an installed Ryujinx emulator. So Ryujinx emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can play Nintendo Switch in your PC. But your Ryujinx emulator cannot play Nintendo Switch games if you don't have these files here. So first of all, I have Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, and I have already played them. So I'm gonna teach you first on where to get Ryujinx emulator, okay? So go to your web browser and just type in Ryujinx emulator. Search for it, and ryujinx.org is their official website. Click on that, then go to download. You can download from Linux or from Windows, and in this video tutorial, I'm using Windows 11.22H2 version, and I'm just gonna skip the download and installation process because the download and installation process is really easy to do. And I'm gonna assume that you have already installed Ryujinx emulator. Your Ryujinx emulator will look empty because if this is your first installation, you have not installed these files yet. So you will need to have and install these files in order for Ryujinx emulator to boot up, unload up, or read these files, or detect this Nintendo Switch games into your PC. So what are these files? These files are from the Nintendo Switch itself, and it is the Nintendo Switch firmware version 15.01 and the Nintendo Switch keys version 15, and the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game in XCI file format. So where can you get these files? You can legally get these files through a modded Nintendo Switch console. And if you own a Nintendo Switch console, then it should be modded and have a custom firmware installed in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, then you can access your Nintendo Switch system files so that you can copy the firmware and the keys now into your PC. Now, to get Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, you will need to own the game. You should have the physical copy of the game and digitally back it up into an XCI file format. So, if you don't own a Switch, or if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod your Nintendo Switch console, then I'm gonna save you that hassle and teach you where to get all those files. So, I'm just gonna leave a QR code here on the screen. Just scan it with your mobile device, and then you will be redirected to the download page wherein you can get all these files here into your PC. So download your mobile phone and then just transfer it into your PC. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that you have already downloaded these files. It's time to install them into your Ryujinx emulator. So go to File, go to Open Ryujinx folder, and go to System folder, and then you go to Keys, and then just drag and drop or copy and paste and put them in this folder. So once you have done that, close this folder, then go to Tools, install firmware from XCI or zip file, choose that firmware file and hit Open, and hit Yes, and then it will say successfully installed. Now, it's time to optimize your Ryujinx emulator so that we can play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet well in it. So go to Options, go to Settings, and then you can just copy my settings here. Just pause the video if needed be. The game directories is where you will put your Nintendo Switch games. And Nintendo Switch games should be in XCI or NSP file format, okay? Then go to Input. You can control the game using mouse or keyboard, but I prefer that you use your controller, such as a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, or if you have an Xbox or PlayStation, you can do that and just map it up here. And hit Save. Go to System, just pause the video and copy my settings here. Then go to the Graphics tab, and this is the most important part. Should be on, should be Vulkan and the graphics card that you're using. Enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Then 2 times the resolution and hit Apply. But if your PC cannot handle higher resolution, then you can go with native resolution, okay? Hit Apply and Save. And here, your Ryujinx emulator is now fully capable of playing Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game into your PC. So, a little bit of disclaimer, I'm going to show you a gameplay of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet in PC because that will get me into trouble with Nintendo and YouTube. Because we all know Nintendo is really strict on their IPs and they don't want their latest games to be shown and being played in PC. So I'm just gonna skip on that part so that my channel will be safe from being taken down or my videos being taken down. So I hope you do understand on that, guys. But I'm willing to show you booting up in the title screen of Pokemon Scarlet here. And I'm just gonna blur the screen here from here on out, so that Nintendo will not hit me with the copyright strike, okay? So I'm now in the title screen, by the way. So I'm just gonna stop the emulation, and I'm just gonna say this: Pokemon Scarlet and Violet version runs 30 FPS, and there are some minor dips in the FPS during loading of new shader cache within the game. But once those shader cache has been loaded, the game will run smoothly again. And if you follow all the steps that I've done here, you cannot just play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, but you can play all the previous Pokemon games and all the Nintendo Switch games into your PC. So I hope that this video tutorial is helpful, and if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer all of them. Please do subscribe to my channel so that my channel will grow. Thank you for watching, and see you the next time. Goodbye for now.